Off colors. Hi, Zizaran here with another video, and this is a video I've done quite a lot of times before, but I feel like it's worth remaking because there's so many new people and people aren't kind of dig for 2-year-old videos. So I wanted to make a quick video on off coloring, and we'll throw in some other tips and tricks in the video as well. So this is especially for items that are already unlinked. So sometimes you might have, let's see, this is a good example. So let's say that we have a hubris circular, right? And what if you really want 4 or 3 red or like 3 green, etc. on this helmet? Now, if you're using chromes, that could very quickly be a large amount of chromes. So first you can like just 4-socket it, or you could use a binding to 4-socket it. That doesn't matter. Obviously binding will re-roll it. So if you're trying to like keep a roll, don't use bindings. It can be like a large pane, and some people don't have like the 3 red, for example, like maybe you only have 2 red. And that is completely okay. So let's say that we want to get 3 red at least on this. And first, I always 4-socket it because there is a chance that I click 2 red now and boom, I get 3 red, right? Now, the trick is that you're remaking the sockets, and you generally get a large amount more jewelers than chromes. Sometimes you might have a shit ton of chromes. I do, but I still feel it's a lot easier to get off colors using this method. Now what I would do is I would do 2-socket, 3-socket. So we go down to 2-socket, and every time this 3rd socket spawns, it's got a 10% chance to be red or green. So we're basically remaking this until it hits off color. So let's say we'll just stop on red or green because like we're looking for 3 off color just to demonstrate. So boom, that very quickly went red. And this is actually the best way to get 4 off color as well, and even 5 or 6. There is another way as well that is really good for off colors, and that is harvest. Harvest has like turn a color red. However, you don't always find harvest and you don't always have access to it. If you don't have access to harvest, this is a really good way and fast way to get it. That's generally how I would do all my coloring. Harvest also can give you white sockets, and another thing, and this is particularly good for if you've ever wanted like say a 5 or 6 off color chest, especially if it's already linked. So let's say this one is a perfect example. I would get like here 3 or 4 off colors of the ones you want, and then I would get Varici to level 3 or level 4 by killing Katarina. At level 3 he will give up to 3 white sockets. At level 4 he will give up to 6 white sockets. So that's a really good way to get 6 off color, even in Soul Self-Found, and you might be struggling with Harvest, for example. Another thing that a lot of people don't know about is that you can recolor corrupted chests. So, or corrupted anything. If a glove is corrupted, if a chest is corrupted, anything, it will just cost Vol Orbs in addition to change. And that means you can 6-link corrupted chests as well. It'll just cost you 1,500 Vol Orbs. This is worth it in some weird cases, but generally most people wouldn't do it. Here, for example, you would do 1 red and this one would become red and the others would be randomized. And maybe you've sometimes found an iron ring, or maybe Ritual has given you like an iron ring influence as a reward. And maybe you are like, oh, dude, I really wish I had a ruby, a topaz, or a sapphire ring. I'm sure there are at least some of you that has vendored and influenced the iron ring. However, it's important to note that an iron ring can be changed to a sapphire, topaz, or a ruby, and it will keep its influence. So you can just vendor with a red, green, or a blue skill gem for 1 wisdom, and it'll be any of those. So an iron ring is actually better than just getting a ruby, topaz, or sapphire, because then you can just choose what you want. Obviously, it will become white, and you will have to craft on it again, but as a base, it is a really good one to get. For just linking things in general, remember that the higher quality on the item, the better chance that something will link. So uniques can generally never go above 30 quality, and then a rare armor can go all the way up to 48. And if you're wondering if this is something we just made up, it actually says on the jeweler infusing, and there's been large scale testing done on this. So at 48 quality, I think it was like 700 or 800 fusings on average to fuse to 6-link. So it is a big advantage. So generally players that would be 6-linking with just 20 quality would not have as much success as somebody that on average 6-link with 48 quality. Now, with that being said, I have still used 5,000 or 6,000 fusings on something with 48 quality, but the odds are still more in your favor. So if you're wondering how to get 48, that would be 30 quality from either Perfect Fossils, Hillock level 4, In fortification, Hillock level 3 gives 28, and then you can craft quality on the crafting bench as well. So make sure you like keep that in mind when linking things. Either way, I hope these videos help you. I hope you guys like remakes like this, because I know a lot of people don't want to like troll through old videos and find 2-year-old videos for tips and tricks. So enjoy, hope it helps, and hope you guys are enjoying 3.15. Sub if you liked the video, but more importantly, try to die less than I do.